Good afternoon. Welcome to Jim Munley's World of Weather. You clicked on to the long-range weather forecast discussion for February 24th through March 10th. The change that we've been talking about is finally occurring, and we see this. Changes are coming as the NAO trends negative. The AO also trends negative. That's an indication of the polar vortex strength. But we still have the PNA is still negative, favoring the ridge and a trough in the west. We have to have a positive. So there's a lot of things going on, and we'll get a look at that. We're going to look at the period. We're going to first talk about the system that will be affecting the East Coast. All right, we'll get to that first over the weekend. Let me get to the surface map. Okay, we're Friday and Saturday. Then we get to Saturday, late Saturday. Here's the next system. Late Saturday, we go into Sunday. And it looks like the GFS that was always on the ball, bringing it up the coast, brings it out to sea. We look at the GFS. Wait, what was that? GFS? Yeah. Okay, we'll look at the European. The order was switched. Also brings it out. We're looking at the European ensembles. Also takes it out. And then we look at the Canadian. Maybe a little snow. The Canadian showing here. Very light stuff. And then we'll take a look at the NavJim. Brings a little more precipitation, but look where the freezing line is for snow, the 540. It's pushing into southern New York State. So that seems to be a bust again for the East Coast. Okay, we have another storm that'll be affecting the region, but we'll get to that later. First, we're going to take a look at the period for February 24th to 28th. We still have a ridge, trough ridge configuration. We have an upper low here. We have above normal heights approaching Greenland. And within this fall, it'll be progressive. This is between this upper low here and this ridge here all across the Caribbean. And that'll be the story during this period. So we will be having, let me get back to surface map. We will have heavy coastal rain, a high elevation snow expected across parts of California and the Southwest late this week and into the weekend as temperatures drop and as the upper low sinks southward. There's our upper low. It'll just sink southward in there. And then this will move into the plains as we go through the period right here. We'll go to GFS, maybe. Goes into the plains and through the Mississippi Valley with some heavy rain and severe weather possible. You can see right here. Okay. And then that'll push into the east, and this will bring some rainfall again to the east because the 540 line is across New England. All right, above normal precipitation is forecast for much of the west coast, the Rockies, and the northern plains, into the Ohio and Tennessee valleys, and temperatures will remain below normal in the west to New England. So that's where we're expecting below normal temperatures. Okay, we're going to look now at the period for March 1st to the 5th. And the pattern doesn't really change all that much, a little bit. We still have a zone of flow now across much of the country. Our ridge is down here, ridge. Our ridge moves over the Greenland, so below normal heights cover much of Canada into the west. So for this forecast period, I'm calling for below normal temperatures here, and I'm calling for anomalies of 2 to 4 degrees below normal, above normal temperatures here, with anomalies of 4 to 8 degrees above normal. For precipitation, calling for above normal precipitation here. Probability of occurrence is 35 to 45%. Below normal precipitation forecast here and here. Probability of occurrence is 35%. Now looking at the period for March 6th to the 10th. Still have a zone of flow. However, our ridge becomes weaker. We suppress more to the south. Zone of flow, but we still have, now we have above normal heights covering much of the northern and central states and the west, something like this. So for this forecast period, I'm calling for below normal temperatures so much of this region here. First time I think of the winter that this has happened further to the east. It's always been in the west. And I'm calling for anomalies of 2 to 6 degrees below normal, and calling for little change in the precipitation anomalies from the previous period. The polar vortex is still going on, sudden stratospheric warming, and we're waiting. We think that's when we have the below normal temperatures here, that we think that's when the full effect will be occurring. That can change. Stay tuned. That's the long range weather forecast discussion for February 24th to March 10th. Thanks for coming, Jim Munley's World of Weather, and have a good day.